Guys, we love you. This is incredible.
Probably have time for one more stock.
Yeah, let's do Best Buy. We're going to do...
Now, I love Best Buy.
Okay, I do too.
I like going to Best Buy. I think they're very helpful. They match all of Amazon prices. It's a great place to just go. The other thing is they've done a really great job turning themselves around. You ever look at, you go to the airport, they have the Best Buy machine. You can go buy your stuff in there. I never have. I hear it's more expensive. I don't know if that's true or not. But I personally like Best Buy's turnaround story. I think it's great. So let's take a look at it.
Okay, what is the market cap for Best Buy? I love shopping there. 30 bill.
30 billion. PE off the dribble, 17.5. So not great, but still check mark. Profit margin blows, 3%. That's an X.
Nobody got time for that. Okay.
Now, they do have a dividend of 1.95%, which means they're going to pay about $600 million a year in dividends.
Okay. Revenue growth for Best Buy, I assume this is down even though the stock is doing well.
Yeah, let's look at it. No, actually, it's up.
Look at that.
39.5 to 43.6. Like I told you, they were declining for a while, and then they started rebounding. So check mark there on revenue growth.
Let's do profit growth over the past 5 years, Paul. Profit growth.
I love it. 897 to 1.5. Chickadee check.
Pillar number 4, you got it, babe. Let's do pillar number 5, which is shares outstanding. We want this going down.
Love this. 346 down to 265.
Look at that.
Huge check mark. So they're doing a good job of taking their cash flow and buying back shares and what they perceive to be probably a thing that investors want. So that means their per share earnings is going up and up and up just by the company staying stagnant.
How about current?
A company like this, they're doing good.
They're doing good.
They're really good.
Current assets over current liabilities, which is pillar number 6.
Current assets of about $14.5 billion. Current liabilities of 12.94, about 13 billion. So check mark there. And I like the fact they don't have a lot of debt. 17 billion total. They almost have enough cash to pay off all their debts, but not quite enough.
Let's look at the free cash flow. One of the most important pillars is free cash flow growth over the past 5 years.
Yes,
what do you think,
good.
Paul?
All right, 700 million to 1.8 billion.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Check mark there.
Very nice.
2 billion, 1.5, and 1.6. Average of 1.
You're right, Paul. It's 1.5.
1.5.
1.5
times.
Folks, 1.5 is their average free cash flow growth, folks.
I think 15 is appropriate for this company. I think they have a great footprint. They have a great brand. People still go there. But I do think they're going to have a lot more competition from Amazon. You might even want to go lower than 15. So, but we'll see. 15 is times what? 22.5 billion. What's their market cap?
30 billion.
Okay, so it needs to go down from here. And guess what? So it needs to go down about 25 or 25% to be worth.
Does that mean pillar 8 is an X?
Pillar 8, no. Well, so pillar 8 is maybe not becoming an X or a check mark anymore.
It looks like pillar 8 is kind of like what number is it coming up with to get what it's worth. So good point, G. That's a great question some people probably have.
Nice job, Gio.
Pillar 8 is really, go ahead,
at
Paul.
20, less than 20, it is currently less than 20. So it is a check mark there.
Okay, yeah. The price to free
It is a
cash
check
flow
mark there.
is less than 20, which is good.
Yeah. So and by the way, I have Best Buy worth about $80 a share to me, sub 80.
And what did it hit back in the crash of March?
It hit 59, 50. It hit 50.
50, down from today's 114.
Yep.
So it's got to fall.
What was that?
It's got to fall.
Yeah, but it did that just, it did that just a year ago, 10 months ago. So that's great. So I think this company, I like Best Buy still. I still think people want to go to stores. They're doing a great job of competing with Amazon by saying, listen, I was at Best Buy yesterday. I literally looked up the thing I wanted to buy, looked up on Amazon, exact same price, great. But if it would have been a different price, all I'd been is like, guys, look.
Yeah,
and you know what? They would have matched it right
I don't know how they keep up with that, but I do love that. Their return policy is much easier than Amazon. I can talk to people who know their stuff.
Well, that's the thing.
Those folks that work on the floor, they do know some of their departments. I mean, they can help me. They help me buy computers and sound systems and stuff. I still go there all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. People are not going to stop going to stores because, yes, you go to stores. If you know exactly what you want, you just buy it online, get it shipped to you. But if you don't know what you want, especially in the world of electronics, you need advice for it, I'm sure Amazon will have some better way of having somebody to help you. But in this realm, it's nice to just go to the store and say, I need this right now, and go get it.